ByteBlower, the Excentis cost-efficient traffic generator and analyzer. We are proud to present a brand new view showing real-time information while a test is running. The view has two parts. One to show information about ByteBlower ports, and at the bottom information about active flows. To demonstrate its power, I have prepared a test scenario containing a mix of all kinds of traffic: IPv4, IPv6, stateless UDP, stateful TCP and multicast. Each flow starts 15 seconds after the previous one, so we can see the consequences clearly in the real-time view. When I start the scenario, the port initialization phase starts. In this scenario, most ports will do DHCP or stateless auto-configuration to obtain an IP address. For IPv6 ports, you can see all relevant IP addresses, including the link local address. Then the first flow becomes active, a steady IPv6 flow, 100 frames per second. You can see the transmit bitrate, frame rate, latency and out-of-sequence frame rate. The same information is shown for the receiving port. 15 seconds later, the second flow is activated, a time-based TCP flow over IPv4. The bitrate is 545 megabits per second. Next, a second TCP session is activated over IPv6 with an achieved bitrate of 349 megabits per second. Immediately, the bitrate of the first TCP flow drops to 335 megabits per second because of the self-regulating nature of TCP. Then, an IPv6 multicast flow is activated, sending bursty traffic. There are 3 member ports, now receiving 1000 frames per second, but after 5 seconds, the first burst finished and a pause of 5 seconds begins. Another 5 seconds later, the second burst begins. Meanwhile, the payload-based TCP flow has finished successfully, and the bitrate of the first TCP flow rises again to 543 megabits per second. Also, another multicast flow started running using IPv4 ports. This multicast flow has 4 member ports, all receiving the transmitted frames. I also added 2 eavesdropper ports to make sure that the traffic is not present on other physical locations. These ports are receiving no traffic at all, which is good in this case. Finally, a growing size flow is started. Each frame of this flow is 1 byte bigger than the previous one, so the frame rate stays 10 frames per second, but the bitrate becomes higher and higher. After the scenario finishes, our new reporting engine creates the reports. The ByteBlower reports contain now a lot more useful information, including results over time charts. In an upcoming tutorial video, I will discuss the new report in detail. Thank you for watching.